Okay, I'm doing a before and after. Today is May 16th, 2023, and I'm resurfacing my cabinets because these ones are pretty beat up. You see, I already got these removed, and I started work already. This one I'm not going to be doing because that looks good. This one's beat up, and this one I got to do. It's really beat up. But these upper ones are fine. They look great to me. Just gotta clean them up a little. And look at that. This flower blooms regularly every year for like 10 years. Including that one. That's a night bloomer there. But this doesn't have any right now. Okay, here it is. This is how you strip oak cabinets. This is with this stuff. This stuff is perfect for that job. What you do is you just coat your cabinet in this stripper here and leave it for an hour, and then you take your scraper and your brush. Let me show you the scraper and brush. This is the one I use, and it worked out really, really well. Just this regular paint scraper here. Still got stuff on it. And a brass brush for the edges. This is brass. I don't use steel brushes for this because it's just too aggressive on the wood, you know. This is what it looks like all stripped. Here's one that side's stripped. This side's not stripped yet. See, that's what it looks like before. So you scrape it all down while the citrus stuff is still on there after sitting for an hour. And then I hit the edges with this brush. And then once I'm done scraping, I wipe it all down with a rag. Throw the rag away. And then I wash it with soap and water using SOS pads. These steel wool pads, these are essential. This will make it so clean you can't believe it. This has soap in it. You know, steel wool. And you just wash that down with water in the steel wool, and it makes it perfect like this. Hey, look at that, that's beautiful. That's before sanding. I haven't even sanded it yet. Of course, here's my sander. I got it brand new off of Craigslist for like 35 bucks. So I got the power sander for it. This is what it looks like before you do anything. I mean, this is really damaged like that because it was in the sun. The sun comes through and really messed it up. So I'll just resurface, sand it, and then restain it, which I got a good deal on stain as well. I found it in the Oops shelf. No, I'm serious. I can't figure out why it was so good. But we'll give it a try, see what happens, see what it looks like. See, this one's, the back side's already done too. This is my first door that I completed. So I've only done 1.5 doors so far, and this is 2 days of work. So it is quite a bit of work. It's just labor intensive, scraping it. So I guess I'll do a time lapse of me doing this. Not disgusting. Ew. But But that's what it looks like. It gets all goopy like that, and it's because the stripper mixed in with the finish that was on there. So that's your finish in your stripper that you just simply clean off with soap and water, and you're scouring SOS pads. It comes out awesome, in my opinion. No need to buy new cabinets. So my next video for this is going to be, well, I guess just showing an example of doing the stripping. Alright, okay, there you go. Usually I do hiking. Every now and then I do project videos too. I'm growing tomatoes. Oh, you should see this. Here's another flower. Now this one is not a reliable bloomer. I've never seen it bloom before at all, ever. This is the first time I've seen this one bloom. We got a bloomer. Now I'm growing tomatoes again. I'm trying again. This is the one that's always in the sun. So I planted 2 of them. This one, it's always in the sun, and then this one that's in the shade. And you see the shady one is grown out bigger already. Look at the size of that thing. They're both the same size when I planted them both. So the shade one is not being stunted. I'm just guessing, I don't know. This one's pretty small still. Those are my tomato plants. I haven't had any success at growing tomatoes, but I keep trying. I've been trying for 3 years now. Not much success. Yeah? Well, I'll take your word for it. Trying to tell me something in hummingbird, huh? Yeah. There's something going on there. Huh? I don't know what he's saying. I don't speak hummingbird. What are you saying, buddy? Looks like he's trying to talk to me like a bee does. Are you talking to me like a bee does? Huh? Is that what you're doing? Pretty adorable. Yes, you are. So, yeah, I know. If you're a hummingbird, this is how you do it. This is how you do hummingbird. Yeah. Okay, bye. Friendly little guy. He always follows me around, I guess. They tell you you're being watched. You're watching me, huh? Yeah. Little butterfly. So this is what it looks like on May 16th, 2023. Right now, I have my paint remover soaking. It's been about an hour now. On a couple pieces of board. Oh, you got away from me. Here comes the butterfly. Hey, you, where are you going? Busybody butterfly. So I'm just going for a walk and I'll get back to scraping. Now I gotta decide, do I want to make a time lapse of my scraping? Yeah, I'll do a time lapse and then talk about video. That's how I'll do it. Like I usually do when I did the car videos over the years. I've done a bunch of them. A lot of them are gone. My real long one I did was of the timing chain on a Toyota. That was like over a 3-month period. It took me 3 months to do that timing chain. Because I had to get all the tools and stuff, and I never done it before. I didn't have the tools for working on a Toyota. I worked on a Ford for 30 years, not Toyota. Toyota's a little different, huh? I was up there keeping an eye on everything. Watching for all the excitement. Any excitement, any kind of social excitement goes on, the hummingbird you can count on will be right there, hanging out with you, getting involved. Okay, what do you think? Crab shot? Okay, so I'm going to take my scraper. This thing has been sitting here for an hour with the paint stripper on there. Now I'm just going to scrape the whole thing. Scrape it all together. Big deal. You don't have to put a whole lot of pressure because the paint remover did all the work for you. So there we go. Oh, this is going to take too long. Nah, won't take that long. actually go with the grain a little bit. And scraping. Okay, right now I'll take the bolt off with this little rag. Bolt with the old paint remover. Let's get the bolt of it. And I'll go over it with the brush. And it's brush time. This is a brass brush. I only use brass, not steel. Some people recommend steel, but I don't use that because it was really rough on it. I tried the steel and it really eats up the wood pretty bad. So I'm just going to do the brass. Doesn't really require that much aggressiveness. All your work's already done for you, and the finish that was on here is not that thick. Now when it comes to painting your house, your 1951 house, and using this paint remover, this stuff, you can use this, it does work, but you have to let it sit overnight, 24 hours, and you have to do that about 3 times to make a difference. So that's like 3 days of paint removing and then scraping it and then put it on and then scrape it again. When it comes to really thick, you know, build up paint of 40 years on there. Let's see, 1951, that's like 70 years of paint I was having to get off of there. So yeah. So that takes a lot of coats. But here it's just one coat. You only leave it for an hour and it comes right off, no problem. When it comes to doing these doors, doors are easy. You get brand new doors again. These doors are about 30 years old, I'm guessing. They're pretty new looking when I moved in 1996. So I just go over the whole thing with my brush, not just the edges, but the whole thing. About 3 times each. I should get it all. Anything left, just sand it off. I don't think there's going to be anything left. So far, there's been nothing left. Once I'm done this and I wash it all down, there's literally nothing left. Just bare wood. There's some old curtains I'll use to mop it up. Use it as a rag. And it's just really just taking off the finish. Very easy to do on maple doors because there's never a huge buildup. Because every time you refinish these, you can't add paint on top. Unless you actually are using paint, but I'm not using paint. I'm going to do the original style coat. Coating over here. There's most of it right there, huh? Okay, here's my little door. I'll do my little door next. Just do the scraping and all that. Very thin coats around here, so don't require much to get it all. Here's a brand new curtain I'm going to use. It's brand new. No, it's just a piece of it. So how's this one doing? Yeah, it just came off real easy. No, not a problem. And this paint remover is mellow enough where it doesn't burn you so bad. I still like gloves. I always wear gloves now. Some paint removers will burn you a little bit. What'll really get you is a floor stripper. I haven't been able to find any floor stripper. I don't know what happened to it. What happened? In the stores. I guess maybe somebody died or something. I don't know. People dying over here. Okay. Now, I need some new gloves. What am I doing next? Okay, I'm going to spray this down with soap and then scrub it with these steel wool pads. Okay, let's go over here. Am I able to see the whole time? I guess so. Let's see. So that's what it looks like after scraping. That's it. It's after an hour and a half of soaking. How am I going to do this camera setup? I need someone to stand here and hold this. Okay, I know. Never mind. Let me go over here. I want to wash it in the sink. Can you see? No, not really. What do you think? That's okay. See a little SOS pad right there. That's pretty cool. I like those. These are great for cleanup. And here's a little carpet cleaner. You get that at a 99-cent store. That's a nice, powerful soap. Here's the way to do this. So I put on some soap, scrub it down with the steel wool. This is the steel wool. And then rinse. See how it comes out. You can see the stuff coming off onto the steel wool like that. That's the finish coming off. That's good sandpaper for the wood as well, you know. Steel wool is. I didn't bring over my time lapse. See, time lapse. See, it's all dark looking, but it is bare wood. It just, when you get oak wet, it turns dark until it dries. When it dries, it lightens up again. Right now it's really dark because it's wet. I got water on bare wood now. I like using the water. Other finishers use mineral spirits in a rag instead of water and soap. This is the water and soap and steel wool method, where there isn't going to be anything left by the time I'm done as far as finish wise. Okay, let's go outside and have a look at this. Getting the light so I can see it. Okay, there you go. Ew, there's still a little bit in the corners. I'll do the corners next. That's it, that's completely stripped. See how easy that was? I didn't really knock myself out or anything. Pretty easy. Next I got to do the back side of that board. This is the back side of this board. The front side I already did. See, this is what it looks like when it's done. There. It's perfect. Nice and clean. That's the way I like it. See, there's the one that's completely done. Both sides. But I gotta sand it. I still haven't sanded it, but that's here and there. Mock's always there, keeping me entertained as I work. So I'm done for the day. That was 3 hours to do those, including the little one. Drawer front. That one's done. These two are done. This one, not done. Still got to do the back side. So I guess the next video I'll do, I'll just do the, well, the next video will be to paint them, which isn't painting. I'm gonna stain them. I got some really cool stain to show you. I got it real cheap. Well, it's the oak stain and glossy stuff, you know, real easy. Just brush it on. I'm gonna use, let's see, what am I gonna use? I'm gonna use these brushes. I got the sponge type. $3 at Harbor Freight to do the whole kitchen. But to do the whole kitchen, I'm not going to do it all at once. I'm going to finish up these, and then I'm going to install them back in the kitchen. Then I'll move on from there, little at a time, because it's a huge job, and I don't have to do it all at once. So I'm not going to. I'm not in a big rush. Makes it easier when you're not in a big rush. Well, I guess who just flew in? What are you doing here? Oh, nothing, just being a busybody. It's springtime, you know. I'm kind of busy around here. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So you're looking for sticks? What if I back up? What's going to happen then? Not going to attack me, are you? Can you believe the blue jay is afraid of these things? I thought I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? You gotta be kidding me. Evidently, blue jays are just as timid as doves. There goes a seagull. That reminds me, I haven't fed the seagulls in a while. They need their wheat bread. They're not. I fed them one time with the wheat bread, and they were like all over it. But the next time I went there, they were just like, "Oh, it's the wheat bread guy." Ew. They decided they don't like wheat bread that much. I don't think anybody does. Do they? Does anybody like wheat bread? Do you like wheat bread? Is it as good as white bread or what? Yeah, I don't know.